Welcome back to another fantastic video on the channel, and today we're gonna be jumping down into some action-packed Gus gameplay. This video is essentially gonna be a guide for playing Gus and how you can counter essentially all snipers in the game with Gus. Yes, I'm naming it all the Mandys, all the Pipers, all the Brocks. You'll be able to counter them very easily, and even Rico, Colt, and Byron as well, all the long-range brawlers. If you're having difficulty pushing against these brawlers inside of Bounty, inside of Heist, or anywhere else, you need to play Gus right now. Gus is amazing. He's very underrated right now in the meta. He can really counter those snipers, and I'm gonna give you the best build and the playstyle that's gonna give you the easy wins going forward. So first of all, let's go into the build, right? What kind of gadget I need to use, what kind of gears I need to use, and what supers that I need to have. So first of all, the star power of choice is going to be the spirit animal. Spooky increases the damage of teammates by 25% for 5 seconds. That is huge. 25% is actually really huge for that damage increase. So my preference is always going to go, you have to go with this. It's really good. And then for the gadget, of course, it's going to be Cookie Popper all the time, because you can instantly deal 240 damage to nearby enemies, and if you have the damage gear, it's even more if that's something that you want to go with. Now with gear is a very flexible build. I like to go with the health gear because I like to regenerate a lot with Gus, and then shield gear is just universally good, but I can definitely see, depending on the map, you can definitely go with the speed gear. That's going to be really helpful. And then the +1 gadget is also very helpful because his gadget itself is really broken. So the +1 gadget, I can definitely see a use case for that. And then damage gear is also really good, and if there is very bushy maps, then you can also go with vision gear. So there's no specific choice for the gears. It's gonna really depend on the matchup and the brawlers that you're facing against, as well as on the map and the game mode. So Gus is gonna be really dependent on the game mode and the brawlers he's facing up against in order to pick up the best gears for that particular matchup. So that's gonna be the very quick rundown. I generally go with the health gear and the shield gear. It's universally good everywhere, so it's very tanky and very hard to kill with the shield and the shield gear. So that's really the build of my choice, and without further ado, let's jump right into some replays. So first of all, in this game where you have to really focus on considering who your teammates are. So currently in this game I have Surge and Kenji. So Kenji really likes to get up close and personal to enemy brawlers, so I will try to give him shield, but then Surge also needs those kind of support, early game support. So if possible, you have to also shield your Surge so that he is able to farm up his supers really easily. So I have my super ready over here. I'm not going to use it just yet because none of my teammates currently need it. And then I'm just trying to juke shots from this tick. I do get hit one, but I know the Edgar is hiding within this bush, so I immediately run back, try to reposition myself nearer to my teammate so that if Edgar jumps on me, the teammates are at least able to take him down, right? So I get the super to Surge so that Surge can go a little bit more aggressive and hopefully farm his super. So he's able to farm his super, he's able to get some stars to his name, and he's gonna be really good. Oh, that was such a big misplay by the Surge. This is what happens, man. Surge super needs to be used defensively, especially when there are aggressive brawlers on the enemy team. I again give my super to Surge. So Surge is gonna pop off over there. It's really good. We're almost gonna win this game right here. So Kenji with the double kill at the very end is really good. Also, it's really very risky to give your super to Kenji or Mortis because they can easily dash away from your super. So it's going to be really hit or miss over there. So let's jump right into the next gameplay. This game is a little bit more diverse because we have two long range brawlers on our map, so we don't necessarily need to support them. Gene, of course, needs to support until he gets his super. He's going to be a little bit weaker, but until then we're just kind of like trying to farm, trying to maintain our distance. So it's a long range, completely long range versus long range map. All of the brawlers here on this map are long ranged, so that's going to be the key. So I'm trying to see the Rico is taking up this lane, so I immediately try to pressure him on the lane, and so that he's not able to aggressively push us to our base. We were essentially successful in able to take down the Rico, and then the Rico is back up in the lane. I just try to hit all of my shots over here. That's going to be really nice and easy, and Mr. P is going to come here super aggressive by Mr. P, but he's going to get taken down, and the B is already tilting, so I give my shield to Gene, considering that Gene is a little bit too aggressive there, so any mistakes that he's able to make, we're sort of able to circumvent away from it, but just because of that shield and the extra HP, that confidence that's given by the shield itself. So Gus is really going to be really good in bounty. He's also really good in gem grab as a gem carry because he has that shield and that knockback with the shield, and the cookie popper does deceptively amazing amount of damage, so he's going to be really good. Really versatile pick, very much slept on, very much underrated inside of Brawl Stars right now, but if you can master him properly, you will have a really good time against those snipers: Piper, Mandy, Byron, Coles, Rico especially. So that's it gonna be for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.